I used to be naive to believe that America is the global superpower because it never had petty squabbles with its neighbors. Well, to be frank, America has just two land connected neighbors, Canada in the north and Mexico in the south. Another possible neighbor could have been Greenland, unless President Trump already bought it, along with Gaza. Probably those good neighborhood days of America are almost over because President Donald Trump just slapped 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican goods, making trade relations go from NAFTA to nada. I also used to think that President Biden had a disastrous foreign policy, considering the pullout from Afghanistan, Putin's invasion of Ukraine. That's an invasion of Ukraine, to be honest. And then the Middle East conflict between Israel, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Though these are not exactly Biden's fault, but after watching like the last 1 month of Trump's policies, head spinning moves, it feels like I'm watching a non-stop M. Night Shyamalan movie of nightmares with paid subscription. I mean, feels like an augmented reality circus where a terrific horror clown is running the show, calling the shots. First, Trump joked about annexing Canada as the 51st state of United States and calling the head of the state, Trudeau, as governor, and then changing the name of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. I mean, North America is called North America. Has Mexico ever objected that it should be called Turtle Island? Doesn't make any sense. Do really middle class people care about what is Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America is called? Grocery prices were already very high. Yesterday, when I was coming from groceries, my neighbors saw that I bought eggs and congratulated me. Now, because of these tariffs, food prices, beverages, car prices, too, a lot of things will be skyrocketing. And the American automobile industry is so intertwined with Canada that literally the two countries jointly manufacture cars. I mean, some of the cars literally cross the border 8 times during the assembly before going to the buyers. If you are thinking about, if you have a baby and you're thinking about buying a mid-size SUV, because of these tariffs, it will cost $9,000 more. The US economy has already slowed down. The economic depression and great inflation is looming all over the world. I mean, how much dumb someone has to be called dumb by Justin Trudeau himself?
Now I want to speak directly to one specific American, Donald. Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
These are not my words. These are words from Wall Street Journal, a conservative media newspaper. They call Trump's tariff game dumbest. Now, if you believe all these gimmicks are for fentanyl, that doesn't make any sense because only 2% of the fentanyl that pouring into America passed through the northern Canadian border. It's just because Trump makes his policy decisions based on his personal likes and dislikes of someone, and he simply doesn't like Justin Trudeau. I mean, the Canadians themselves do not like Justin Trudeau. And these tariffs come after like humiliation and abuse of embattled Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in the White House. Later, UK and France, when they try to patch up the relationship or salvage whatever the relationship between US and Ukraine, Vice President JD Vance just called them random countries. I mean, UK and France are two most colonialist countries in the history of humans. So just have some respect for them. Well, looks like Trump has already flipped 180 degree in the tariffs of Mexico and Canada. But there's no doubt that America will keep paying the price for bad choice and bad leadership. And unfortunately, the whole world will suffer because when America suffers, so does the whole world. If you don't believe me, I don't think you have seen any Marvel movie. In the end, the party would announce that 2 and 2 made 5, and you would have to believe it. It was inevitable that they should make that claim sooner or later. The logic of their position demanded it. Not merely the validity of experience, but the very existence of external reality was tacitly denied by their philosophy.